These small actions slowly push your cat away. Not all at once, not in a way you can easily notice, but through patterns your cat experiences again and again, quietly changing how they feel about you. Most people think cats become distant because of personality. They assume their cat is just independent or not very affectionate. But that explanation is usually incomplete. Because cats do not randomly disconnect. They adapt. They adjust their behavior based on how safe, predictable, and respected they feel around you. And here's the part that makes this uncomfortable. Some of the things that create emotional distance look completely normal. You might even think they are signs of care. But from your cat's perspective, those same actions can feel overwhelming, confusing, or even stressful. By the end of this, you might not just understand your cat better. You might start noticing patterns you did not realize you were repeating. Comment "I relate" if this is already hitting closer than expected. 1. Turning every interaction into your idea. One of the most common mistakes is controlling when and how every interaction happens. You decide when to pick them up, when to pet them, how long the interaction should last. From your point of view, this feels like affection. You just want to be close. But for your cat, the experience is different. Cats do not define love by how much contact happens. They define it by whether they still have a choice. When every interaction is initiated and controlled by you, your cat starts losing that sense of control. And when control disappears, comfort usually follows. Imagine someone constantly invading your personal space, even if they mean well. At first, you tolerate it. Over time, you start avoiding it. Cats go through the same emotional process. They begin to associate your presence with interruption instead of relaxation. The shift is simple but powerful. Offer interaction instead of forcing it. Hold your hand out. Pause. Let your cat decide. And when they walk away, respect that ending. Because when your cat knows they can leave freely, they are far more likely to come back willingly. 2. Ignoring the first signs of discomfort. Cats are incredibly subtle communicators. They rarely jump straight to extreme reactions. They start small. A slight tail flick, a brief ear movement, a tiny pause in their body. These are not random movements. They are early signals. But most people miss them because they are waiting for something obvious. They think, if the cat really didn't like this, it would react more strongly. And that assumption is where the problem begins. When those small signals get ignored repeatedly, your cat learns something important. That being gentle does not work. So they adapt. Some cats escalate into scratching or biting. Others choose a quieter strategy. They withdraw earlier. They stop engaging before discomfort even begins. And that looks like emotional distance. But it is actually self-protection. Trust grows when your cat feels heard at the smallest level. Not when things go wrong, but before they do. Start paying attention to the first shift in their body language. In the interaction early. That one change teaches your cat that you are paying attention. And that makes you feel safe. 3. Being emotionally unpredictable. Cats are highly sensitive to emotional patterns. They relax around consistency. They stay alert around unpredictability. If your behavior changes drastically from moment to moment, your cat notices. Loud 1 second, playful the next, completely disengaged after that. To you, this feels normal. To your cat, it feels unstable. Cats do not need you to be perfect. They need you to be understandable. Think about how your own body reacts around someone unpredictable. You stay a little more alert, a little more guarded. Your cat does the same thing. When your energy feels inconsistent, they create distance as a form of safety. Not because they dislike you, but because they cannot fully relax around you. The solution is not dramatic. Lower your intensity. Move more slowly. Keep your tone consistent. Create patterns your cat can recognize. Because predictability feels like security to a cat's mind. If this made you think, comment "I see it now." 4. Replacing connection with convenience. Many people believe providing is the same as bonding. Food is always available. Toys are everywhere. Treats come easily. And those things do matter, but they are not the same as emotional connection. Here is where the gap appears. You give your cat something, but you are not fully present while doing it. You play, but your attention is divided. You pet, but your focus is somewhere else. Your cat can feel that difference. Animals are extremely sensitive to attention quality. When interaction lacks presence, it feels empty. So your cat engages with the resource, not with you. They come for the food. They ignore the connection. That creates a subtle but important shift. Your cat depends on you, but does not feel deeply attached to you. To change that, make moments intentional. When you play, engage fully. Move the toy like real prey. Watch your cat's reactions. When you interact, actually be there. Because connection is built through shared attention, not just shared space. 5. Using fear as a shortcut. When cats do something unwanted, many people react quickly. They yell. They clap loudly. They move toward the cat aggressively. And yes, it often works in the moment. The behavior stops. But something else is learned at the same time. Your cat learns that you can become unpredictable and intimidating. Fear is effective, but it comes with a cost. It teaches avoidance, not understanding. And over time, that avoidance spreads beyond the behavior. It reaches the relationship. Your cat may still live with you, but they engage less. They trust less. They stay more distant, because closeness now carries risk. A better approach is calm redirection. Block what you do not want. Guide toward what you do want. Without intensity. Without fear. Cats build connection where they feel safe, not controlled. 6. Overlooking the affection already there. This is the most subtle mistake. Many people focus so much on getting more affection that they completely miss what is already being given. Your cat sits near you, but not on you. Sleeps close, but not touching. Looks at you, then looks away slowly. These are all forms of trust. But because they do not match your expectation, you overlook them. And over time, your cat notices that too. They offer connection in their language, but it does not get recognized. So they offer less. This is not rejection. It is adjustment. Cats do not stop caring. They stop trying in ways that go unnoticed. The shift here is awareness. Start noticing proximity, stillness, comfort in your presence. Reward that quietly. Do not demand more. Because when your cat feels accepted as they often begin to give more than before. Tell me honestly, which one do you think people ignore the most? If your cat feels emotionally distant right now, it usually is not permanent. It is the result of repeated experiences. And repeated experiences can be changed. Cats remember patterns more than moments. So when your behavior becomes calmer, more respectful, and more predictable, your cat slowly updates how they feel about you. They stay a little longer. They approach a little easier. They relax a little more. That is how reconnection happens. Quietly, gradually, but very real. The goal is not to force affection. It is to become someone your cat does not need to guard against. Because the deepest bond with a cat is never built on control. It is built on safety, on consistency, on respect. And when your cat truly feels that, they do not just stay near you, they choose you. If you stayed this far, comment what changed and how you see your cat.